This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Recording has started.
Hey kids, Lent is over and the apple juice is flowing like water. Welcome to Superconnectivity. I am your host, Charlie, the Professor Essa. With me as always is my blue-eyed baby boy.
Phil me and Perich. I forgot the 40-day and 40-night drought is over.
Yeah, oh goodness, it is over. It is so happily over. Catholicism was fun, but alcoholism, that's...
Now for debauchery!
Yeah, that's the path for me. Hey, kids! I hope you read your comic books this week. There was a few out. Marvel Comics presents
nice.
Fantastical Four, The Avengers, and of course, everyone's favorite, the Spider-Man, who is superior. I really can't believe that Otto actually calls himself the Superior Spider-Man. It's like, couldn't he just like come up with a new name? It's like it is just kind of a ridiculous name.
And how about a costume that looks a little more different than Peter Parker's?
That'd give him, as
how about
as Pete says in 1977. Boy, it'd be nice if there were a couple other more Spider-Men around.
That's right.
Best metal line ever.
But no, I just mean, Otto could wear, a darker costume, a different color scheme, and call himself the Superior Spider, if nothing else.
Yeah, he could... Well, he could call himself just the Spider. Or Dr. Spider.
Or the Superior.
Yeah, that's a little supervillainy.
Superior.
I'd like him to just be Dr. Spider.
Dr. Spider.
Still got 8 arms.
Yeah, but that's coming too close to, if he doesn't want anyone to know he's Otto Octavius, that's kind of...
Maybe he should get away from the 8-armed thematic. Hey, okay, so quick item. I didn't listen to the whole podcast, so I don't know if you should mention it, but you and Lilith were discussing Kingdom Come.
Yes, Comic Capers episode 50, yes.
And Lilith, you had raised the question, why isn't
Constantine.
Why is Constantine in it? And it surprised me that apparently I knew a DC trivia that you two didn't. Unless you guys mentioned it later in the episode.
I don't think
the reason Constantine's not in it is because Alan Moore wrote a treatise for something called Twilight of the Superheroes that some people think is very close to Kingdom Come. There's some argument to be said that personally I don't see it at all. I think it's like when everyone, who's that guy who says he's a famous sci-fi writer, but basically any sci-fi film that comes out says, "Oh, I wrote that," and they're like, "No, not really." Mm-hmm. It's not Harlan Ellison. It's
it's not Harlan Ellison.
I don't think it might be Harlan Ellison. There's the Demon with the Glass Hand is one of his films, or one of his things. He wrote that for, was it Twilight Zone, or was it some other thing? But anyway, and he says that's actually the Terminator. And then he also claims he wrote The Matrix. But actually, The Matrix was written by a completely different guy. Because The Matrix was stolen from another short story called Awaken to Thunder. Look it up, kids, from Children of Infinity. That is the inspiration for The Matrix, not anybody else's thing.
I looked up Demon with the Glass Hand. It is Harlan Ellison.
It is Harlan Ellison. Okay. I thought it might be. I just didn't want to besmirch the good name of Harlan Ellison. But I had a feeling it was Harlan Ellison. And it's not that Harlan Ellison doesn't write great science fiction or that people don't steal from him. As they always say, the amateurs borrow, the greats steal. But sometimes his line of thought is a little specious, is my argument to be made, because as I said, he did not write Awaken to Thunder. If you've ever read Awaken to Thunder, which you should, it's in a short story volume called Children of Infinity, and that is the basis of The Matrix. not. It is literally oh gosh, Awaken to Thunder. It is the greatest short story ever written from Children of Infinity. A fantastic short story, sci-fi short story collection. Changed my life. And you can't even get it. It's not even it's not in public. It's not in circulation. It's out there. You had to find an actual old molded copy in a bookstore someday. But yeah, if you ever find it, get Children of Infinity, read Awaken to Thunder. You're going to say, oh, so that's where the Matrix came from. But anyway, what was I talking about, Philip? Stealing stories. So, yeah. So Alan Moore wrote a little treatise called Twilight of the Superheroes, in which Constantine featured very prominently. And it's, this crazy idea about, well, what if, superheroes had kids and their kids were kind of jerks, and you had this idea that, new superheroes are kind of jerks and old superheroes are cool, but, but for Alan Moore, of course, it's like, no, old superheroes are jerks too. Everyone's a jerk in their own way. And the kids are even jerkier. They should get off my lawn. That was the premise.
I mean, it could also be, too, at this point, Constantine wasn't under the Vertigo line, and he was kind of almost off in his own separate little pocket there, where, every once in a while you might see, a superhero, wander by, but mostly, Constantine existed in his own little world. Every once in a while with, a Swamp Thing or something, but...
Yeah, I mean, here's what I'll say. I highly doubt anyone stole anything from Alan Moore ever. Honestly, Alan Moore steals. That's why he's great, because the great steal.
Yeah, right.
But you don't steal from someone who's already stolen.
And I should say, I'm surprised they didn't make a reference to Constantine, because maybe they were assuming he was dead by this point. Because I think Lilith can back me up on this. Vertigo, when he was his, what do you have, 300 issues, I think, under Vertigo, the Hellblazer line. He was basically aging almost in real time at that point. Then once New 52 hit, they brought him into the main DC universe, and forget that. But
yeah, well, anyway, it's cool. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of which. Well, I know you didn't, because I'm the one who reads it, but Justice League Dark.
Oh.
We get young, sexy Constantine. When he first gets into this whole superhero game, his voice is still cracking. And there he is. Zatanna Sr., what's his name?
Zatara.
Zatara's father. The dude. Giovanni, yeah. And he's hanging out with Cersei. With all those guys from the Odyssey,
What is she?
She's turning him into leopards now. This is Justice League Dark number 10.
Ooh,
we're into double digits, kids.
Yeah.
I still love Justice League Dark. This is my favorite DC book. It's only DC book I got this week. But it's good. Poor Bobo. I mean, honestly. And there's a lot of fun in this book. I highly recommend it. If you like a book about gods sort of being jerks to each other, it's good. Especially because the humans and the superheroes who are not gods are sort of caught in between. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, they're still going to come out on top. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Justice League Dark. I really liked it. And,
well, since you talked Justice League Dark, should we do comics first this week?
Yeah, let's do comics first. Hey, what is with this? The first it's going to be Batman and Green Lantern, but I realized, he's got the Joker's head in something.
I don't know. They haven't released all the details, but it's Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's last Batman story. I don't know if it's supposed to be an old man Batman tale, but...
Oh, is it? They're doing the last... Remember when Marvel did that?
Yeah.
The last Fantastic Four, the last Hulk, the last...
I think it's something like that, because I think, what is it? Batman wakes up and, I don't know, he has Joker's head, and there's weird stuff with Arkham. Yeah, like I said, they haven't released all the details, but it's a 3-issue series, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, why is DC doing the last stories now when Marvel did the last stories for their characters, a decade ago?
Playing catch-up, bro. Look at the movies. They're playing catch-up.
Yeah, I know, man. Oh, poor AT&T. they're leveraged out the wazoo, man. That's the problem, and that's why I'm like the last person to get like the ultimate AT&T package. I got in at just the right time, got unlimited data and DirecTV Now and all this stuff streaming on my TV over the Wi-Fi's. And, and no one else can get it now. And I feel bad because it's like, man, poor AT&T, what's going on, man? They want to leverage themselves and put them in that spot where they're just going to spend money. But you know what the problem is? The AT&T isn't like Tesla. And it's not that Tesla's good. It's just that, it's new, so people want to throw money at it. AT&T is like this old line company, but no one wants to throw money at them. It's like, no, we can actually do this better than Tesla could. It's like, no, we don't care.
They're all falling for it. Eventually, Disney's going to own everything.
Yeah, Disney's pretty leveraged too, man. I'm going to be honest with you. It would not surprise me in like 10 years. Like, it's going to be Kinney Parking all over again, where they're like, "Hey, anybody want to buy some superheroes?"
I don't know. They're going to make They're going to make a whole bunch of cheddar this weekend, my friend.
Oh, they're going to make the money back on it. Don't get me wrong.
They might make $1 billion this weekend. Oh, I mean, I think they said overseas they already made like over $100 million already before it even opened in the States. They already had like what was it, like 120 or 130 million already.
It made its money back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
They said it might be the quickest movie ever to hit $1 billion.
This is going to dethrone Cleopatra. You mark my words. This will dethrone Cleopatra.
Titanic, Avatar. It's going to knock them over.
Okay, so you have to adjust. Mm-hmm. Adjusted for inflation, Cleopatra is still the most expensive movie ever made. And this is the crazy thing about Cleopatra. The most expensive movie ever made, the highest grossing film, adjusted for inflation, ever made, still lost money. Cleopatra with Elizabeth Taylor is like this insane thing where it's this insanely popular film that made just, in modern day equivalent, just billions of dollars, but they spent more than that to make it. You know what? You want to build, that's why you gotta, this was before CGI, where you could actually just sort of CGI a pyramid. They just freaking built pyramids. Like, just build a pyramid! Yep. I want realism. Never trust a director who says he wants realism. You do know you work in a fictional genre, right? Anyway. So yeah, no, Endgame's gonna do pretty good. I hear. I'm gonna go see it.
Oh, I'm gonna see it too on Saturday. But hey,
I will bet I will see this film about 4 times.
I'm thinking about going if I can squeeze in a second showing this weekend. I mean,
2 is my normal, but yeah. I think I'm gonna go see this. Will be like Back to the Future for me.
Yeah.
Back to the Future was that first film I saw like 6 times.
Boy, I mean, they're just going to kill at the box office, but then once it hits like, Blu-ray and streaming and stuff.
Oh, well, then it's just, that's just going to be in a continuous loop.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, they're going to make so much more, they're going to make more and more money.
Yeah, they're going to make their money back on this one, I think.
All right, well, we're talking comics. So speaking of Avengers, let's talk Avengers 18.
Avengers 18. I love this book. Oh, we got variant covers.
Oh, yeah, different covers.
Yeah, I got Troll She-Hulk cover.
Oh.
She-Shrek.
I got the Squadron Supreme of America.
Yeah. So, here's my question.
Yes.
Has Mephisto, brainwashed the Squadron Supreme? Are they doing the Faustus method on these guys, or are these LMDs?
It looks like, I don't know, it looks like they're being brainwashed, because at first I was like, wait a minute, did they all Franklin Richards Secret Wars them, so now they're originally from this reality, but maybe it is the original Squadron, and they're just brainwashed into thinking they're native to this reality.
You get that, but then there's all this stuff that Coulson said. Yes, Coulson's back and now he's evil.
And now we know why. I mean, because Deadpool killed him, but I guess maybe Mephisto resurrected him.
Mephisto's got a day job, Yeah, not for nothing. I mean, I'm waiting for the Nighthawk meet Deadly Nighthawk crossover that is now just pre-written. Yes. It's you're supposed to be dead, and you're not even the right guy, Yeah, and it's just they're kind of drawing Coulson to look a little bit like Henry Peter Gyrich. I don't know. He's very Gyrichy.
They're like, what's the quickest way to make him look evil? Well, I draw him like Gyrich.
Yeah, well, Gyrich is evil. Yeah, this is neat, and I love just sweet, good-natured Mephisto. Second time we're getting sweet, good-natured Mephisto.
Sitting down to dinner.
Well, he's pretty much a decent guy in the.
Well,
what was the last thing we read? Oh, what was the last thing we saw Mephisto in?
Well,
was it Champions or?
Well, yeah, you remember you said
Champions.
with Miles Morales, yeah.
Yeah, with him being a good dad with good old Blackheart.
Well, I'm just wondering. I mean, I think the dinner thing might be calling it out, but like at the end of Damnation, like they kind of Doctor Strange and the others like kind of mystically locked him in a penthouse in Las Vegas, and then like Johnny Blaze became the new King of Hell. So I wonder if Mephisto's influence isn't as strong or as like wide reaching, so he has to work through like resurrected agents like Coulson, and that's why they're going through the whole brainwashing thing, because maybe Mephisto isn't as powerful, locked away as
it's entirely possible. Although, like I said, I don't know if these are actually, I think because here's the thing, there were Squadron Supreme LMDs.
Yeah, but like say like is a Hyperion LMD going to be as strong and as durable as the real thing?
I don't know, man. They can do a lot now.
I know, but yeah.
And what gives me the LMD concept is you have the Coulson saying keep his jealousy at like 7 and his jealousy at 4. He's best when he's brooding. Oh, Batman.
Did you see that they updated someone's name, their code name? He's no longer the Wizard. He's the Blur.
He'll always be the Wizard to me. Yeah, well, you got to get your Smallville reference in there.
Yeah.
Good old red, blue, blur.
Oh, yeah, because he's wearing... Oh, well, it's kind of like black and yellow.
It's the red and yellow. Yeah, red. Blue and yellow. Black and yellow. Yeah. And they're doing a little Clockwork Orange with him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Spectrum, who's our good soldier, and, the Frost Giants just are not having a good day.
Oh, no.
Because we're the greatest country in the world. I mean, honestly, it's so insane. And so clearly the work of the devil. Mm-hmm. You have clearly made a deal with the devil, Phil Coulson. I will have no part of that.
Well, I mean, these could be the real Squadron. Now that I'm thinking about it, did you ever read Slingers back in the 90s?
No.
They're like the 4 identities like Spider-Man was wearing for a while to throw like...
I know what it is. I just didn't read it.
But, I mean, they were like given the identities by the Black Marvel, who in turn had been kind of resurrected and like given these, by Mephisto.
Yeah, well, Mephisto, he likes to keep his hand in the game.
Working through a human agent, he empowered
my goodness.
A bunch of people.
Is Mephisto going to be in an Endgame?
I don't know. Yeah, but he's popping up in the comics a lot. Who knows?
He's playing. Yeah, they're pushing him. They're pushing.
I mean,
those guys, they're out there. They're doing stuff.
Last year or two, yeah. I mean, he was showing up to Ben Reilly. Now he's showing up to Miles Morales, and now he's doing stuff with the Squadron Supreme. Yes,
he's the most Sislak of the Marvel universe.
Something's
he just
up.
has to have his fingers and everything. Hey, did you read Spider-Man? I'm sure you did.
Of course I did.
Poor Otto. He's just surrounded by people who just don't understand him. He's trying his best. And by the way, I love the little heart.
For the arms, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he get honest a little too quickly on the first date?
You know what? It's like, people say don't lie to ladies. It's like, don't be honest with ladies. It's like, ladies, what do you want? Ladies! Lilith Highfire, you're a lady. What do you all want?
I mean, do you at least wait a couple days to make sure it works out and then drop I used to be a supervillain. Now I'm living in a clone body.
Saying, you know what? What he's doing is he's saying, I want to be honest. I mean, I don't want to be... What he's saying is, I don't want to be this jerk who does these things. And... it's like, hey, I'm going to go leave. It's like, okay, go to the bathroom. Wait, that's not the bathroom. And then, of course, as luck would have it, we all get infected by homunculi.
Yes.
Vaccinate your children against homunculi. It's important.
But, it's all like all these demons, and I'm proud of Otto. Instead of thinking he can handle it himself, he calls in an expert.
Well, he doesn't have brain damage no more.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, this is not Dr. Doom. Do not put him back in the freaking armor. He's like, I am doing my darndest. I am trying to be a hero, and I think I'm doing pretty good. And yes, I make calculations. I don't think that makes me a bad person. That's sort of, not for nothing. That is Otto's point. He's like, I don't think the things I do make me a bad person.
No.
I am trying to do the best for the most. And I understand humanity and understand all these things. And, quit being so judgy.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Strange shows up and he's like, the Eye of Agamotto knows who you are, Otto, Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, well, it's like, okay, fine. And then what else does the Eye of Agamotto tell him? That he's telling the truth. Booyah!
Mm-hmm.
Booyah! As they say in Doom Patrol.
He goes, you're a criminal, and Otto says, well, you were once a drunken disgrace.
You're a driver who killed people, okay? Yeah. Let's be clear here. You killed people. You are a irresponsible drunken driver. I get drunk and ride the subway. Thank you very much. And he lived in New York. He could have ridden the subway. He didn't have to be driving those fancy cars while he was drunk.
That's right.
Although now in the modern thing, he's a distracted driver. Because drunk driver is just too unacceptable. Yeah. It's like, okay, and not for nothing, we've defeated, to at least some extent socially, the scourge of the drunk driver. Now it's the distracted driver. Next, they're going to be coming for you Big Macs, people. Watch my words. And now Master Pandemonium can, build himself further bodies.
But I mean, I know Anna Marie, Anna Marie told, suggested to him that he should be honest with this woman and stuff. But it's like, does he really need to get honest with someone? I mean, unless he's going to marry somebody or something, or spend, the rest of his life, does he really have to get honest with them? Because, I mean, I know it's kind of a deception, but this is his body now. He's not in the body of Otto Octavius anymore, so he's, except for the brain, except for his mind, he's not Otto Octavius anymore.
Pattern, not his actual brain. His brain is actually 4 days old. The consciousness. Yeah, I mean, honestly, what is Otto anymore except for a computer program?
That's what I'm saying. Does he have to tell anybody he's Otto? He's really not Otto anymore.
He hasn't been Otto. I still say he's Peter Parker, who just thinks he's Otto Octavius. He is a copy of a copy of a copy of a computer program that has been rewritten onto a body, and he makes his own self now.
Well,
he's a self-replicating computer. He is the ultimate in AI. He is a self-replicating computer program.
There has to be some of Otto in there because the Eye of Agamotto identified him as Otto.
It's like because he thinks he's Otto.
But wouldn't the eye see through that though?
Well, I don't know what. I don't know.
You're a copy of Peter Parker with delusions of grandeur.
Well, no, what it is, it's like the Oracle at Delphi. It tells you the truth, but that doesn't mean that you interpret it correctly. And what the Eye of Agamotto tells Doctor Strange doesn't necessarily mean that Doctor Strange is looking at what the eye is actually telling him.
It's like a fancy lie detector. It says he's Otto because he believes he's Otto.
No. It's that Doctor Strange interprets what it tells him as an answer to who he is. Because obviously, here's the thing. Obviously, Agamotto is going to say, oh, okay, so this guy is the basic brain pattern of Otto Octavius,
Yeah.
written over Peter Parker, written over something else, that he's trying to do. It is a very complex story
Yeah.
that Doctor Strange doesn't want to listen to.
It dumbs it down for Doctor Strange. It says saying this is a copy instead of this is a copy of a copy of a copy of Otto Octavius. Hey, it's Otto Octavius.
Well, no, what Doctor Strange? No, I'm sure the Eye of Agamotto just told him all that. Just had a whole Wikipedia entry for him.
Well, that's what I said. Do you think it's just dumbing it down for Strange?
No. I think it's Strange dumbing it down for himself. I think it's Doctor Strange TLDR. What the Eye is trying to tell him.
Okay.
So the Eye is saying, here's the entry on who you're looking at, and he's like, Otto. Okay, I got what I need. I saw the word Otto Octavius in there somewhere. So. Yeah, and but then for what it's worth, the Eye actually continues on and says, "No, dude, really," because again, it's like the Eye says you tell the truth. It's like, yes, it probably told you that the first time, didn't it? But Doctor Strange's like,
Yeah.
Honestly, it's great to have Doctor Strange because it is someone more vain, glorious than Otto. It's like the master of the mystic gods. So good book.
Oh yeah.
And willing to take a consultation because who wants to do a consultation with Otto Octavius?
Who?
Someone who is wise enough to know. I need the person who really knows what we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Reed Richards.
Bang.
Because sometimes you just got a pantsuit. Although, in Marvel's defense, they did put his pants on by the second issue. But he was pantsless.
That's all right. I think he'd rather have that revealed than his face. He even throws his hands up in front of his face, and Sue makes those invisible.
Yeah, Sue is doing what she has to do, because not for nothing. It's like, just why can you, as Otto says, if that drop out Doom, Doom is just such a dropout. He's just so not, which is why his whole infamous Iron Man thing failed. Not for nothing. It's like you clearly are not as smart as Otto Octavius. You clearly cannot adapt.
No.
You're even a bad supervillain, is what I would say. Really, he's only a good supervillain because there weren't superheroes in Latveria when he took over.
Otto is more flexible. He can evolve. Doom tries to shape the world into his thinking, his way of doing things. Because
Otto's weapon of choice is a very flexible arm. It's not an armor. Armor seals you in, locks you into something, identity thing. Otto is like, no, let's have something that moves and evolves and is fluid, is pneumatic, and love Ben Grimm in this episode. He's really. This is actually probably my favorite. This is like such a perfect Fantastic Four because it really hits all the right notes and balances everybody. That it's really about how they are a team, how each of them have influenced the other, how Ben taught Reed to be strong and all this kind of stuff, it's good how it plays out.
And Johnny figured out ways to use his powers in different ways, hanging around Reed and stuff. And
yeah, and Sue learned how to pants someone from Johnny. It's like, I know how to troll someone. I know how to find that thing that makes you, I'm so ashamed,
Don't be a troll.
Well, no, because you know what? The trolls are hungry, and you're not going to get them out from under that bridge unless you offer them a nice, tasty goat. And,
Yeah.
It's just a fantastic thing, and solving the whole Galactus problem.
Yep.
And then, good old Galactus actually is a person of his word. I'm not going to eat your dang world.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat you damn people. I'm moving her along, and then they send all of Wendy's little bat demon homunculi.
Well, Valeria had to test the teleporter.
Yeah, I guess so.
But do we really want to...
Why do all of Doom's Doom bots look like a Apocalypse. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's like from the Byrne run. I mean, he had robots that look like that.
Yeah, everyone loves Byrne. He's coming back, man. He's doing the symbiote Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah. Oh, not Byrne.
Peter David.
Who's doing this?
Peter David. Remember, dumbass?
Yeah. Okay. I get those two confused because
Byrne's like your hero. I don't know how you get.
Yeah. Lens over, Phil.
I know. Oh, so when we were talking about Galactus, did you read Doctor Strange 13?
Yes, I did read Doctor Strange this week.
What did you think? And announcement, we're going to be talking to Mr. Mark Waid very soon.
Ooh, wonderful. Actually, did I finish it? I think I finished it. I was like reading it this morning on the phone, trying to finish it. I liked the team of magicians. You know what? I know I didn't finish it because I didn't get to the very end. I didn't get to the panel you had sent me. So no, I did not finish it. I read it, but I did not finish it.
Well, I mean, long story short, after last issue, Galactus gets dumped in this mystical realm, and he wants to start eating, and I guess he chomps down on some uninhabited worlds, and he basically the magical energy doesn't agree with him, but he craves it. He's basically like a junkie.
Yeah. Oh, well, I saw he ate some randomized demon character. This is actually a super important demon we've never mentioned before just now. But this is this is a great demon. Trust me, he's going to be... Well,
he ain't its power. It's all big and huge now. It's all small and tiny. But yeah, no, Galactus wants to go start, he's jonesing. He's going to start eating some inhabited worlds, and Strange is like, no, I'll agree to be your herald, until we can get you out of here. Let me find, let me help, find worlds for you to feast on where you're not going to kill anybody. And then, but he's looking, he's having trouble finding one, and there's even a demon or whatever at the end says, this is a fool's errand. You're not going to get out of this without blood on your hands. You're going to have to give him a world eventually with people on it.
Yeah. So he takes him to Johnny Blaze's Hell Dimension. Problem solved. Not for nothing. Just saying. Oh, you know what? Let's take him to the Dark Dimension. Let's go have him and Dormammu throw down. Hey, Dormammu, meet Galactus. Galactus, meet Dormammu. Let me know who wins.
Dormammu made an appearance in this, a quick one, so who knows? I mean, it's possible.
Yeah. Well, not for nothing. I'm sure Umar's rooting for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why don't you go introduce him to my brother?
Wonder if we're gonna get a Dormammu Galactus fight.
I can't imagine this ending any other way.
Yeah.
Did you actually look at Meet the Skrulls?
I did not get to it. I want to read it, but I did not get to it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We get Tony Stark, Pepper Potts. Which, actually, I was surprised that was Pepper Potts. I thought it was supposed to be Black Widow. So.
Oh, but you said... Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No. Skrulls are awesome, is what my point was. Yes, what were you saying?
Oh, no, I was going to ask you about... You said you read Marvel Comics Presents.
Of course I read Marvel Comics Presents. It's got Moon Knight, Phil.
Yes.
Moon Knight somehow in the 1970s, or at least driving a 70s car.
Moon Knight nerd.
I don't know. He's wearing the suit he's wearing. That didn't show up until I'd say at least 2010 or something. So, yes. But I mean, the character was created in the 70s.
Well, that you know of, Philip.
Yeah, true.
Why, clearly he's been wearing the suit. Identity. It's no, actually, Joe Fixit. It's the original Hulk, and he's been showing up all the time.
Well, that's what I like about this story, the Moon Knight story, because it's other than the suit, which I thought was a more current thing. I mean, this could basically take place in any era.
Well, I guarantee you, when they do the Moon Knight Disney Plus series, he's wearing the suit. The suit is the look that they're branding with. And, honestly, it's a good look. Honestly. Superheroes in suits, man. That is so golden age.
Mm-hmm. But
I love that.
But the Spider-Man story was so 70s with him standing in line waiting to see the Star Wars movie.
the War of the Stars. And hey, Gibbon's back.
Gibbon, yeah. Well, it's a flash.
He's not dead in the 70s, man. He shouldn't. See, that was actually a thing. That's a thing for me. And you get this in this Spider-Man run. We have the big scene of a bunch of dead supervillains.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's not a way you treat supervillains. You don't just have a big scene of dead supervillains and have them be someone, you know? It's like, you know, we don't just kill, we got too many supervillains, just send in the scores, let them just go up a bar. It's like, first off, that's bad use of your intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know when you're going to want to bring Mr. Miracle back. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, this comic book store guy with the red hair, he's coming back. And Bertram's got a future, man. And not for nothing, that's not how those masks work. They're not just pull-over masks. They were actually very complex, spirit gum attached latex things.
In our universe.
Every universe.
I
know. Well, fortunately, Stark Costumes had made better masks that you could pull on and
unstable molecules.
Flexible. Stable molecule. Hey, can I just say a real quick thing? How nice of Dr. Doom to actually make the costumes out of unstable molecules. You know, really, it's like,
who's the villain here? He wasn't going to pants the Fantastic Four, but Sue pantsed him.
Well, what I'm going to say is, Doom wanted to be defeated. You really want an answer? It's like Doom wants to be defeated. He wants to be punished by Reed.
He got halfway through this Galactus experiment. He's like, "Oh crap, this is going to blow up on my face. Here, let Richards try to defeat me."
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to try that hard. No, it's like Lex Luthor. It's a whole homoerotic asphyxiation. Lex Luthor totally is like all about Superman. We know this. Lex Luthor is like, yes, Superman, punish me. Show me the error of my ways, you superior man. And that's who Dr. Doom is. I don't want to fault the guy for what gets his rocks off, but at the end of the day, it's like, dude, you're getting your rocks off is endangering the omniverse, so maybe not so much. I actually want to know, does Fantastic Four take place before or after Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Galactus is everywhere, Doctor Strange is everywhere.
Continuity, people.
Someone's not being a continuity cap over at Marvel right now. Or basically the guy's like sort of let him march, boys. He's too dang good. Remember when Chief Wiggums basically said that Homer could be the town crier because he was just so dang good at it? He just said, "Let him march, boys. Let him march." That is the world in which we live. Okay. I think that's all my comic books. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Well, real quick, I think you said you want to touch on this. Heroes in Crisis number 8.
Oh, yeah. I hear people getting death threats.
Tom King, the writer, is getting death threats over this because they revealed who the killer is.
And who is the killer?
It was accidental, but then after, he killed a bunch of people accidentally, he staged it to make it look like Booster Gold and Harley Quinn did it, which I think teed off a lot of people. Wally West.
No, Wally West is the murderer?
Accidentally, but yeah.
Well, I guess, you know what? Not for nothing. When Damien gave him the heart condition, retroactively throughout, that's gonna, basically they were saying, we're writing this character out.
Well, I mean,
we got a black Wally West that we want to use, and the white one is kind of getting in the way.
But that's the thing. When they started New 52, after a while, they brought in Black Wally West, and everyone's thought they had just replaced the original Wally West. And then when they started Rebirth, they brought in original Wally West. He'd been trapped in the Speed Force, and here's our symbol of hope that stuff's going to go back the normal, pre-New 52 crap. But then they gave him the heart condition. His wife doesn't remember him. His kids were trapped in the Speed Force, basically didn't exist anymore. So it's like,
who's in charge at DC?
Ask Lilith. I believe it's the Dido. I mean, Jeff Johns does some stuff, but I think it's the Dido still. And yeah,
I don't know. Hey, books I didn't read this week. Boris and Natasha, #1.
Ooh.
Incredibles 2, Secret Identity by Dark Horse, not Marvel. Just because Disney owns you doesn't mean they can't play around, man. Hey, Lilith, just for you, Archie's
Ooh.
and Archie and Friends Music Jam #1. Do you know why? Why did I buy this book, Philip? Why do you think I bought this book? Look at it closely. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see? Do you see?
$2.99.
Hold the line at $2.99. You hold the line at $2.99. I will buy your book. Dick Tracy Forever, #1.
Mm.
Why not? I like Dick Tracy.
I didn't know they had Dick Tracy currently.
IDW just put it out. Why not? They got the rights to Dick Tracy. So you know what? Let's see what it's got. And of course, The Shape of Elvira. Love my Elvira.
That's right.
I should put her back in charge of the House of Mystery.
Okay, do you want to talk about the TV shows we watched tonight? Because with Endgames and other shows, I mean, we're kind of off that we usually record on a Friday or Saturday. This is Thursday night, so
yeah, it's like we barely had our comics.
We had to split the chores. You watch one show, I watch the other show.
Yeah, so I watched Cloak and Dagger.
Yes,
it's good, man. A lot of jumping around. There is a narrative conceit in this that it like makes you wonder what's going on, and then at the end they reveal, oh, no, it's not what you thought at all. It's actually ridiculousness. And Cloak and Dagger delivers once again on some really amazing characterization and plot lines, and deals with the idea that if you were trapped within Cloak for 6 months, you would probably want to repent. Which anyone who reads the comics knows, like, yeah, you know, you're stuck in that cloak. It's like, you get out of that cloak. It's like, yes, please put me in prison. I would love to go to prison. That's so much better than being inside the cloak. I mean, I really like Cloak and Dagger. I did tweet it a bit, and it's worth your time and trouble to watch Cloak and Dagger. And you watched a little show, the final episode.
Yes, the final episode, episode 100 of Gotham.
I was sad to not be able to watch it live because I'm really excited about it. But what did you think of it?
I think they honored it, and you know, you get Batman mostly in the shadows in the episode, but I mean, you get some good Batman moments, especially towards the last couple minutes.
There's only one question. Did someone say criminals are cowardly and superstitious lot?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, this entire exercise was a waste of my time.
He doesn't even get a lot of lines. Like I said, he gets some stuff.
It doesn't have to be him. It could have been Alfred. It could have been Penguin. Penguin could have said, you know, criminals are cowardly and superstitious.
Oh, it's so great because I guess I think they said Oswald said 6 months after, you know, after No Man's Land, that Gordon locked him up and he's been in jail for like the last 10 years, because it jumps ahead 10 years.
Gordon is such a jerk.
So Oswald comes out, and you know, they stuffed him with the pillow, so he looks a little heavier now, and he's you know, and he hurt his eye in No Man's Land, so he's got the monocle now.
Yeah, I got that. Is that like a glass eye behind the monocle?
Maybe, yeah. Oh yeah. I think so. Yeah, he has the top hat.
Does it look bad? And
He's got the purple coat, the top hat. He's full on Penguin.
Well, that's good. And then of course we get our aged up Selina. Now, is it still the teenage kid who's playing Batman in this, or do we never really know?
They
Levi him.
The opening scene. They showed David Mazouz's Bruce Wayne, and he, you know, I guess it's still in the present, and he's telling Alfred, you know, I'm going to be gone for a while. And they show him wandering around some foreign city, but then after the opening credits, like, you don't see Bruce Wayne at all. You just see Batman for the most part, either in chat, you know, like in shadow mostly. But yeah, you don't see any version of Bruce Wayne, just Batman after that.
Are Bullock and Gordon still friends?
Yes.
That's all that matters to me. Yeah. I got the impression from this that like Stabby Babs and Gordon are like a thing now.
No,
the previews?
I mean they had the daughter together, but it seems that, you know, Gordon is still with Lee Tompkins, but I guess they're all good with Barbara now.
Yeah, well, you know, hey,
supervising the construction of, I guess, what's going to be the Gotham clock tower. So I guess I guess she reformed after No Man's Land, and she had red hair. So I'm like, is she dyeing that red, or are we supposed to assume she was always red and just dyed her hair the rest of the series?
Who knows? I mean, what I want to know is, why is her acts of villainy so much less than Oswald's? Why has Oswald got to go to prison and Babs gets out just because she's stripping the boss?
Well, I mean, unless she got, I don't know if they all got pardons after No Man's Land, and I think at the end of the last episode, Oswald and Enigma were all like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna keep going and be criminals," and maybe Barbara just stopped and reformed at that point.
Yeah, but
maybe they all got last
jail.
chance. Yeah, but it's 6 months after No Man's Land. They said he put him in jail, so maybe Oswald kept. I would assume went on another crimes. They all got one last chance. Oswald went on one last crime spree. Babs took that chance and reformed.
Did we find out what happened to Nissa Al Ghul? No. So she's at the bottom of Gotham Harbor, man.
I guess.
Getting eaten by that dang dog. That dog ate well for a week, and then
we got Penguin, we got Riddler, and we got the return of Jerome. The Joker. Yeah, old man Joker.
Was Poison Ivy in there for some reason?
No. I thought
no.
Let's see, but not in there.
We did get Catwoman, though, right?
Yes, they said, there was another actress playing the
random third actress to be, Okay, well, I'm excited for it. Can't wait to watch it. It's on the DVR.
Yeah, can't wait for me. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Like I said, we're recording the episode tomorrow, so if you have time and want to join, it's up to you.
Well, if we get back from the big family night out for dinner, I will definitely do it.
But yeah, I liked it. I liked the episode.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. And then what else is going on, Philip? Anything?
And then they had a commercial for that Alfred series, of course, on the Epix channel.
Okay. Yes.
Well, it makes sense. The
well, yeah. Okay. Epix is such. I don't even know how you would get Epix.
I think some providers have it, but I looked. DirecTV doesn't have Epix.
No, that's the thing. Nobody has Epix. It's it's something that comes as a package with certain Cablevision, and I know Cablevision had it.
I'm trying to remember if
AT&T Uverse has it.
Comcast or Verizon. One of them might have it, but DirecTV.
But it's not like it's a standalone product. So, for example, if I advertise, hey, here's this series on Amazon Prime you might like, I can actually buy Amazon Prime and now I can watch it. If I say, oh, here's something on HBO, I can buy HBO Go and I can watch it. If but it's Epix, I don't think you can just buy solo.
Well, that's DC's problem. They're putting, there's this DC show, but it's not on every platform. It's pick a channel where it's on everybody's platform. But I think I was doing my research tonight. I think they said Epix might put all their stuff on Netflix or something. Maybe I think a month after they air or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. It's not Alfred, so.
But I agree with you. I mean, I never heard of Epix before Alfred.
I mean, I've heard about Epix. I mean, I know what it is. It's like Stars,
Yeah.
And Stars has series. They have the American Gods series, but
I mean,
again, in order for me to get Stars, I have to get a secondary subscription through Hulu or another thing.
But they're not making it easy. I mean, at least with an HBO or a Cinemax, or Showtime, I've heard of that. I know where to go, what I have to do to go get it. I have to, pay more on my DirecTV bill. Epix, I was like, what the heck is Epix?
Yeah, well, the thing is that they all also have established products.
Yes. So
it's HBO has established products. They've got John Oliver, they've got Game of Thrones, they've had The Sopranos.
Well, maybe the Epix, I wonder if they begged them for that show, because they're like, hey, maybe a high-profile DC show will put us on the map. They're like, we'll let you have, what do we got? Alfred. Okay, yeah, you can have Alfred.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to give him something good. I mean, come on.
Give him Ambush Bug! Okay, I'm going to say this right now.
Why would you do that to Ambush Bug?
I need the Ambush Bug to be on Doom Patrol. Well, he hasn't been on yet.
Again, maybe he would have made it, but I don't know what about the future of that DC Universe app.
No. I mean, because the season isn't done yet.
Yeah, but I think they've done it all, I think.
Well, I assume if he's in the last episode, I'm totally cool.
Yeah, okay.
I'm totally cool. They had Danny the Street. Danny the Street is in it.
Mm-hmm.
And, and Mr. Negative is totally a fourth wall breaker. The only thing that can defeat him would be a guy like Ambush Bug.
I just don't know. I think they're doing a lot of the Grant Morrison stuff. Like, I didn't read the arc, but I believe a lot of it's from the Grant Morrison Doom Patrol arc, and yeah, there was no Ambush Bug, so. Well,
Ambush Bug was in the Doom Patrol.
Yeah, but I don't think that era. But, I mean, it could happen.
Well, he was in the Doom Patrol with Danny the Street. I know that. I don't know who wrote it. But Danny the Street and Ambush Bug were both on the team at the same time.
It could happen, because, I mean, they have Cyborg, and I'm like, what the heck? Why do they have...
Cyborg has never been on the Doom Patrol, so don't tell me, he's not on the Doom Patrol.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like, and nevertheless, I love Cyborg on the Doom Patrol.
Oh, yeah.
He makes a nice dichotomy to Robot Man, especially in this idea of, Robot Man is a brain inside of this weird mechanized robot, and Cyborg is questioning whether or not his memories are even real, if he's even Cyborg. They've actually kind of made Cyborg Deathlock, which is a nice way to play out that character.
I like this version of Cyborg better than the movie version.
Everyone likes this version of Cyborg.
Oh yeah. I was going to say that's.
This is like it goes Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans cartoon, Doom Patrol Cyborg.
Hey, this is the best live action Cyborg, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Live action. You go live action. Yeah. Teen Titans Go Cyborg is awesome. He is really just about the best character in that entire series. But you know what? The Teen Titans one was great too, and Cyborg's an awesome character if you let him be. If you don't give him all the baggage of his insane family, which honestly sounds Alan Moore. I don't know. Just throw that out there.
I know you don't watch Arrow, but maybe you might want to watch this week's episode because we met John Diggle's stepfather.
Oh, is this Green Lantern?
And I don't know. People were saying because the last name was the guy's last name was Stewart, but I mean it's kind of flimsy. But no, you know who played? He's an Army general. You know who played the general?
Who played the general?
Father Ernie Hudson.
Oh yes, I saw he was going. He had a part in it, so
he was good.
Well, who doesn't like Ernie Hudson?
Oh no, I know he's great.
Ernie Hudson's wonderful. He's the best of the Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm. He was in The Crow. I mean, I love Ernie Hudson's work.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we got the new Ghostbusters coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And what I find fascinating is it seems like they're doing the Extreme Ghostbusters. Like, if you actually read who they're casting for, it sounds like they're actually not casting the original old school Ghostbusters. They're following the actual Ghostbusters arc and moving to the Extreme Ghostbusters. If you remember that, where we had our diverse group of people of multiple races, multiple ethnic, multiple people who are not all just middle-aged white Canadians.
Well, I think they figured out after the last one. It's like you want to continue this property with new characters, fine, but bring in the original characters and like pass the torch and like give like a continuity and continuation instead of just saying, oh, forget everything, those other ones.
Yeah, because the all-female one was a reboot, which is fine. I have no problems with that. I actually enjoyed the rebooted Ghostbusters. I thought it was funny.
I didn't see it, but
I've seen it a few times. It plays on the TV, so it comes in on the magical device. It just apparently we're watching Ghostbusters now.
Comes in.
That's what the TV has decided we will watch. Enjoy it, children. It's not a bad show. It's fun. It's delightful. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I really loved the Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. Although I actually liked the actual Ghostbusters, which were just called the Ghostbusters, because you got to give props to Tracy the Gorilla. I have like a weird feeling about the Ghostbusters just because of that. Because I actually used to watch the actual Sid and Marty Krofft Ghostbusters as a kid, so it's like oh no, my Ghostbusters has a gorilla.
But I mean, they're making a big play for the next generation because they are bringing in like the surviving original Ghostbusters, and it's being directed by, I believe, by Jason Reitman, the son
So that actually
director.
almost makes it sound like Ghostbusters all died in a horrific film. Like the surviving.
Well, no, what's his face died. Oh, you can have
one of them has actually died. He was assassinated by Time. Time, the greatest assassin.
Have the ghost of Egon.
You can hope, man. Let's go.
They're so going for that generational thing because it's even being directed by Jason Reitman, who's Ivan Reitman's son, who directed the first two.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know.
I'm not saying
it's like if you got that job because your last name happens to be the same as. It's like I don't want to see Max Brooks's Spaceballs.
Yeah, no, I know.
The guy does zombies. That's his thing. He's very good at it.
I mean, the guy's he's been working as a director for years, so I'm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's been good in the family business. It worries me when it's like, hey, my dad did this. Maybe I'm gonna do it too. It's like you don't want me to cut your meat. That's what I'm saying. My dad was a great butcher. I'm not the best butcher, and and maybe his dad was a fantastic butcher. It's like, yeah, my dad was a fantastic butcher. I shouldn't be cutting your meat. It's like I'll cut into little pieces, once it's cooked, but that's not my gig. I don't do the butchering. I'm not a butcher. Those white coats, they're very skilled and talented people. I'm not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that. I respect what they do. I'm just saying. I may be an incredible dad, but I'm not an incredible butcher. Okay. Yeah, but I love the Extreme Ghostbusters. That's my point. Extreme Ghostbusters were really the best Ghostbusters, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's kind of like this thing because like Egon was so central to that storyline, so they're trying to do an Extreme Ghostbusters without Egon. I don't know if you can do it, but I'm excited to see what they do. Anything else going on?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Luca wants to read Excelsior.
What?
You would say?
Oh yeah. Because we're watching that Jimmy Fallon video, and I don't know if you watched it, but it like fades to like a Stan Lee picture at the end. And he was asking me about Stan Lee, so we were
Yeah, well, I would love to read Excelsior with Luca in the Capes and Lunatics book club. We need to do that.
I think I was looking. I don't think it comes out till October, so we have a little bit of a wait. There's a new what?
Oh, there's a new biography.
Yeah.
Oh, the dirty biography, the one that doesn't have Stanley's approval. Okay. The one that doesn't. I was a really nice guy, and my friends, we had our fallings out, but I did my best, and I was a good guy. So this is he had some flaws. We're getting a new biography of Stanley.
Yes.
So this is the final biography of Stanley because he's dead now, so his life is done.
Yes.
At least, unless he comes back.
Until the movie.
Well, it's comic books, man.
Yeah, I was going to say until the movie of his life.
We'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's all the stuff that's going on now. We got Endgame coming out. I think people are going to like it. Lewis better feature prominently. All my fan theories should finally come to fruition, and you need at least 3 end credit scenes. If you don't got them, this movie was an utter failure.
There's no end credit scenes.
Not worth it. No, there are end credit scenes. They're just not letting. They're waiting to give it to us, Philip, because they know we're the real fans.
They don't want bladders to explode all over the world. It's a 3-hour movie. Come on.
You know what? You can pee your pants if you need to. If you need to. And not for nothing, if you just drink the soda, you now have an empty container. But go to the bathroom and dump it in the toilet.
You can't be pulling your private parts out in a public theater, Charlie Esser. Ask Paul Rubens.
That's why the theater is dark, Philip.
That's what Paul Rubens thought.
Well, he was doing more than peeing with his private parts. Honestly, here's the thing. If you're just peeing with it, no one really questions you. They're like, okay, just better that he's peeing there than peeing on the floor, you know?
Tristan, when the cops show up, tell them you don't know him, okay?
Yeah, well, Tristan's actually asleep. He's not out here tonight.
Oh, is he in his box? Okay.
No, yeah, he's just like the guy from Prophet. He's sleeping in his box. Okay. Enough 90s references when we don't even have a little how far to appreciate them. Philip, how can people reach out to you?
If you want to get a hold of me, you can always email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. On Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. And check out, like we said, we got an Endgame review coming. We're going to have a...
7 o'clock on Sunday.
That's right, 7 o'clock Sunday. Eastern, yes, on the YouTube. Tomorrow night we're going to have a Before the Bat, the final episode review. And next week, Mark Wade, Wednesday night. So send your questions in.
Yay, Mark Wade. Okay. And, of course, you can always write to me. An old-fashioned email, the way our mothers and our fathers once did. That's superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. That's superconnectivityblog, all one word, @gmail.com. And, of course, follow me on the Twitters. There's a live tweet quote from Dagger, which I actually got to do tonight. @CharlieSULEESSCR. Look for the 2 E in the middle.
For quality. Bing!
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for connecting with us this week. Super connect with us again next. When we all know what happened in the end game. Spoilers! It's Queen to King's Rook 7. Mark my words. That's the end game, boys.
Chest joke, yo. Anyway, but yeah, join us for the Endgame review. I think we're all going to be there, and even some of our friends, like Marnell and Mr. Mosmanzor.
Fingers crossed.
Ooh.
I hope so, man.
That's right. So,
Oz is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Who plays pool. And is very good at skee ball.
We should hold ourselves responsible.